Hello and welcome back to the Wealth Hub podcast. I'm your host, Sharon Tomushabe, and would like to thank you for joining us today. It's been 2024 has really started quite well for us, and we believe that equipping ourselves with knowledge is the key to having a better financial, successful life. And today we're going to look at why it's important for us to invest in multiple currencies. So yes, we are in Uganda, we invest in Ugandan shillings. Why is it important for us to actually invest in other currencies so that we are able to diversify? So we're going to learn a lot. I have a very amazing speaker today that is going to help us understand the advantages of actually spreading your investments in different currencies and what the market has to offer. I would love to thank you so much, Godfrey.
Thank you, Sharon.
For joining us today. Kindly introduce yourself to our listeners.
Yes, as my host has well said it, I am Godfrey Bukomeko. I work as a portfolio analyst with the Old Mutual Investment Group. When it comes to the way the year is beginning, I'm happy to report that as last year came to a close, we did roll out a very interesting investment vehicle in light of helping you, the client, and the investor to diversify your portfolio. And that was the Old Mutual Dollar Unit Trust Fund. Now, just to delve into that a little bit, the Dollar Unit Trust Fund operates in such a way that you can come and invest your money with us, and that is in dollars. We do have a narrative of we want you to get to see in dollars. So once you have dollars and you send them to us, they will get to earn an interest every day. And that interest is accrued for the period in which that you invest with us. Our investment returns range from 5 to 6%, and we're on track to deliver that return to the investor on a daily basis. Now, to top that also, you find that over the investment horizon, the dollar continues to appreciate against the shilling, meaning that the investor is actually getting a lot more return than even the 5%. When we launched the fund, the dollar was at 37.50, and currently it's north of 3,800. So you can see that for the investors who are well aligned to have dollar liquidity in their portfolios, we are offering them a chance to make more money on their dollars than they would get from any other traditional channels. That's to say the banks and all the different current account options.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing. So yes, I saw the launch last year. Who is it for? Is it for everyday Ugandan person who should invest in this fund?
Thanks. So when you look at the dollar fund, we have investors, or we have individuals in Uganda that earn in dollars. These are the people who work with the embassies, the people who work even with government and other multinationals. But also we have Ugandans today in business who are consistently importing goods from China, from Dubai, from Thailand into the country, and many other countries. But then not only those, even a Ugandan today who is, say, 30 years of age, has a child and would like to one day educate that child in the United States or abroad in any country, this is your chance to actually start putting that college fund for your child way early on. In investment, one of the anecdotes that is stated is the eighth wonder of the world, which is compound interest. If you don't know it, you pay it. If you know it, you earn it. What does that mean? You find that for you to save up $100,000 in 20 years in a college fund, you only need to put aside about $500 a month at this particular point at a 5% return for you to get that money. Now, the parent, the Ugandan today, the corporate, the business lady who wants to educate their child and give them a chance at a global future is also a target market, is also a target beneficiary of the Dollar Unit Trust Fund. And then besides those categories, there are corporate companies that actually do have capital expenses and capital liabilities that are in dollars. Even those could also come and put their money with us and make sure that their money not only gives them a return as they go about their business, but also gets them to get new funding through the interest income that they'll be getting from the dollar fund.
Wow. How much do I need to start?
Interesting. You only need to have $1,000 for the minimum starting balance and $100 for the minimum top-ups and withdrawals. But key to note, you can withdraw your account to zero at any point, and it would only take a maximum of 48 hours. But on average, depending on the interbank windows, it could be about 12 hours before you get your money.
So then me saving dollars, because I know people that buy dollars and store them somewhere. You're actually encouraging us today, us the listeners and the viewers, to actually invest the dollars using the Old Mutual Dollar Trust Fund.
Oh, I should also mention, Old Mutual is the first asset manager to launch a dollarized investment vehicle for the public. And it would give anyone who's keeping money in dollars a lot of progress or a lot of growth in their portfolio for their money to actually be earning as they hold it with us, rather than holding it at home or in a current account.
So is there a minimum period of investment?
No, there is no minimum period of investment. You could invest on Monday and withdraw on Tuesday, and there would be no problem.
Okay. Interesting.
Yes.
So what kind of investments are done? For example, the fact that now you're taking on dollars, are there opportunities that actually need dollar investments in Uganda? Or are you investing the fund outside of Uganda?
Thank you. So when you come to the structure of the portfolio, just to give an overview without going into the real strategy, you find that, yes, we have some investments within the country that we take advantage of, but we also do place money offshore. And by offshore, that is outside the borders of Uganda. So because we are an asset management company and we have the professional and proficiency levels required to assess those investments, we get access to those different markets. And this way we get to give you that same access as a client.
Okay. What kind of risks can someone be prepared to expect? Because we know investments are not risk-free. Every investment has a level of risk. What kind of risks can someone get to learn today if they did not take advantage of investing in dollars, or if you invested in dollars, what kind of risks could happen to them, just for them to learn and get something from
thank you.
This podcast?
So the risks are two-sided. First of all, on the fund side, we are regulated by the Capital Markets Authority and UBRA, and we also have regulatory linkages to the Uganda Securities Exchange and the Bank of Uganda. So the way we run the investments is such that at any one point, we must have principal protection on all the investments that we hold. So the client holding money with us is certain of getting back their money at any point. Then, on the other hand, from a client perspective, you do get to lose opportunity cost. What we call opportunity cost, you get to lose money by simply holding your dollars and not earning from them. So let me give a scenario, and I'm going to now go to the people in Chikubo or downtown. Your capital in the business is maybe $50,000. Yes, you've brought in your goods, and every day you sell, but you know that in 3-4 months you will be going back to actually bring more goods.
Yes.
So rather than keeping your money in shillings, when you're going to need dollar and then have that impact of that fluctuation and you're losing money, you could sell, say, 5 million one day, come put that $1,200 with us, and then get to top it up. And after 4 months, you'll get to liquidate your fund and then go bring new goods. But by the time that happens, your 50,000 will have made another maybe $500.
Yes.
Yes. And well, that $500 could be your ticket price.
Oh, that's amazing. Because I know for sure people that are importing goods, it can take close to a month or two for those goods to arrive in Uganda if they've come by sea, depending on where they're coming from. And then that time is the best time for you to actually say, I have my URA taxes ready to be paid. So instead of me to go ahead and just keep it on the account, let me invest it for the next 1 month or two. Or for clients that are selling and they know for sure they're going back to China or Turkey to buy more goods maybe in 6 months or 4 months' time, then you to have it saved on an account where it's not appreciating, you get to invest it.
Excellent.
Okay.
That's exactly how the product is structured. It is here to support you to manage your cash flows and also manage your investments. But that is the example for the trader. But even for someone who wants to invest long term, you see, one could tell that from about 2000 till now, the dollar has gone up from an average of 2,100 to now 3,800. Now, someone who wasn't investing in dollars has lost a lot of opportunity just from that very perspective. So over time, you find that not only do you gain on the side of the UGX, on the side of the Ugandan shilling, but you also gain on the side of the interest earned on the dollar. And that is the double-sided nature of the gain you get from actually investing and seeing in dollars.
Interesting. There's something I know that I've known for quite a while. Actually, when I saw the dollar fund being launched, I was one of the happiest people because I've learned that there's currency risk. You holding just one currency, just the Ugandan currency alone, and not having a diversified currency portfolio, like you have shillings, you have some dollars, let's say you have some Kenyan shillings. In terms of investment, especially for people that are going to be long-term, it's actually a good thing. What would you comment about that?
You're very right. It's very key and paramount that when you're looking at your portfolio, when you're looking at your wealth, at your income, at your balance statement, at your balance sheet, you need to look at it as a portfolio. And when you take it as a portfolio, you realize that you need exposure to currencies and assets beyond Uganda. Because long term, you'll be able to not only gain from the trends happening on the global side or outside Uganda, but you'll be hedged against anything that could happen within the country that would negatively impact people with money in the country. I would give an example that's not Ugandan, but you might know about it. So you see Zimbabwe.
Yes.
Yes, Zimbabwe has had significant currency reforms and currency fluctuations.
Yes.
At a certain point, as recent as last year, their currency fluctuated from about 10,000 Zimbabwe dollars to the US to close to 70,000.
Wow.
Now, people that held US dollars in Zimbabwe at that particular point bought assets very cheaply within Zimbabwe. In the sense that if you hold dollars now in Uganda's case, with that aggressive currency fluctuation, $100,000 that is now translating to 380 million could easily translate to 3.8 billion in a period of 6 months. Now, for people who understand having exposure to other currencies in their portfolios, that was their chance to actually come in and cash in, and they did very well. So there are opportunities that happen even when the negatives set in, but it depends on how you've been exposed in your portfolio.
Okay. Interesting. How does someone get started? I think that's a question that everyone out there would like to know. How do I start? What do I need?
Yes, I should mention as I respond to that.
Okay.
One, Old Mutual Group in Uganda has close to 30,000 customers at the moment. And all these 30,000 customers don't need to open a new account to get access to the dollar fund.
So existing UAP Old Mutual clients
Yes.
that are already existing, you don't have to open another, you don't have to fill a new form.
No, you don't. Your same account number, your same details, once you log in, you will see that there is already a dollar account under your name, under your profile.
Okay, so the 30,000 you've had, you can just go ahead and start investing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Those can just come on board. And we are the largest fund manager in the industry when it comes to the collective investment schemes.
Yeah, that one I know.
Coming close to 1.7 trillion at the moment. And that gives you a lot of confidence. The market has voted.
Yes.
Now, the other way for you to join now as a new member, as a new investor, is you need to talk to one of our agents or come to the offices.
Just like Legacy Hills is, we are
Yes.
agents, we are advisors for Old Mutual, so
Very
you can
well.
come to us.
So you just get there. They will give you the forms and they will take you through the process. You need your national ID, your passport photo, and a copy of your bank details.
Okay.
just for the know your customer KYC purposes. And it's a very simple process. The same day you submit the forms is the same day your account will be opened, and you'll be well on your way to investing and securing your future.
Okay. How do these clients track their investments? How do I get to see how my money is growing or how things are going?
Yes, we do have an online platform.
Okay.
Where you can log in, and you'll actually see the daily interest, the daily interest income on your account. So you'll be able to see in simpler terms, if you put in 1 million today, tomorrow you'll see the 1,000 shillings.
Oh, okay.
Next day you see, and you can withdraw that money.
Anytime.
Yes, and by the time we get to the end of Q1 this year, we shall have an application that also has the same system delivered to you now on your mobile phone.
So you are launching an application soon.
Yes, very soon.
To make it easy
we
for
shall
people
be
to access their accounts. That's amazing.
Yes. So
You guys are trying to be very innovative.
we have the best customer care in the industry, and you wouldn't be wrong to actually put your portfolio with us.
Okay.
You'll be very glad to do so.
Okay. So as we get to the conclusion of this particular episode, what other funds, in brief, what else is Old Mutual offering in terms of investments? Besides the dollar fund, what else do you have in stock for our viewers and listeners?
Thanks for that. We do have the Old Mutual Umbrella Unit Trust Fund. Now, the Umbrella Unit Trust Fund is the one that is denominated in Ugandan shillings. So in that account, in that fund, you can invest your UGX. And then we also have the Old Mutual Money Market Fund. The difference between that is that the Old Mutual Money Market Fund looks at only short-term investments.
Yes.
Yes, a maximum 1 year. Then we have the Balanced Fund. Now, it's in the Balanced Fund that we do invest in the equities in the stock market. So you find that in there we hold stocks that are from Kenya, Uganda, across the region.
Oh, okay. So it's
Yes.
balanced, not just Ugandan investments, but you also invest in other stocks within the region.
Yes. So if you want to get an exposure to a diversified portfolio of equities, then you can invest in the Balanced Fund.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So for our listeners there, what are your last key takeaways or something you feel that you would love to leave them with?
I would love to mention one key aspect of investing. It's never too late to start. And if you want to secure your future, it is important that you secure it in passive income vehicles. And to reiterate the issue that if you know compound interest, you'll earn it. If you don't know it, you'll pay it. And the example is when you invest with Old Mutual, you earn interest on a compounded basis every day. But if you want to know how you can pay compound interest, you go take a bank mortgage, and then you check on me after 20 years when you're done paying off the mortgage. You'll have paid about 3 times the initial loan, which means that you'll have paid the compound interest to the bank. So make sure that when it comes to the compounding equation, you're on the earning side and not the paying side.
Okay, so you guys have heard. What more can I really add on this? We've seen how it's important for you to actually invest in multiple currencies. Ugandan shillings, there's a dollar fund with the Old Mutual. So it would be nice for you to actually explore, diversify your investments in different currencies so that should anything happen to any of the currencies you're invested in, the other can back you out. The other thing we've learned is that if you're doing business, if you're saving in dollars, invest the dollars. Don't just save. Yes, there's appreciation in terms of the exchange rates, but how about you earn double? You earn on the exchange rate side. You also earn on the investment side. So it's a two-way for you to win. So I would love to thank you so much for joining us today. We are always humbled to have you guys subscribing and leaving comments. Should you want to get in touch with Godfrey, you can inbox us. We'll give you his details. And besides that, you can also find us on all social media platforms. And till next time.